What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Tiffany Haddish has experienced a certain level of problems, and I believe we all know why. Unfortunately, as hardworking and some people may say as talented as she may be, Tiffany Haddish is a person that doesn't want to listen to anybody. That's my honest opinion. She's a lady that is strong-willed, and it's not a bad thing to be strong-willed, but when you're in a relationship with somebody that is a man that's successful and you just are abrasive, you're just too much. You're too much even for a guy like Common, who I think he likes ladies to that level. So, and you're so, raggedy in the way that you live, he got to break up with you. That's sad when Common leaves you. He broke up with her over a text message. Okay? And rightfully, we know why. Because she proved him right by getting 2 different DUIs in 2 different states, Georgia and also California. So pretty much her career was in jeopardy. The judge said, listen, you need to get your life together, leave alcohol alone. And now she's telling people how genuinely happy she is. She said, I'm very sober. I haven't had a drink since her arrest. She says this, when I sit back and look at my life, everything that's crazy that happened is because somebody or myself had alcohol in their system. This is my challenge to people. Stop drinking for 6 months and just see how your life changes. I think that's great. She also says that, according to this article, she is celibate for 6 months. And I thought that was very interesting because, you haven't drunk any alcohol, but you haven't been getting your cheeks clapped, according to you. And then I thought about the whole celibate thing, because some women say this is sexual purity. I'm saving myself for the right person, or I'm focusing on myself. I get the fact that every human goes through such experiences. It is important to check on yourself. It is important to do things for yourself. Nobody is challenging that. But I have a question for Tiffany Haddish. Who that you would you want to, if you were not celibate, who would you like to deal with? Okay, that's the question that I would want to ask her. So if being celibate is an issue, if you were not celibate, who would you feel that you could give your body to in an intimate way? I asked the question to get an answer. I think many of you men should ask a lady or vice versa. If you're going to be celibate, what would break that? And then you're going to hear some of the things they're going to require the person to be, which that person is going to have to be exceptional. Nobody ever wants to admit that, I want to have sex with somebody average. I want to be in a relationship with somebody who's average. Even an average person doesn't want to be in a relationship with somebody who's average. They just don't want that. They want something that's great. And I'm going to say that if you're going to be not celibate, which for me would believe that you would need to be in a serious relationship, well, then the alcohol is not the problem. The alcohol is just part of the problem. You would want to give your celibacy to somebody who is worth it. The question is, are they willing to put up with the rest of the issues that Tiffany Haddish may have? And this self-improvement that I see a lot from, even men, but women is different. Women focus on a lot of self-development. It's having time for me, what I'm doing in my personal life and all of those things, which I don't have a problem with. I think this is great. I think that's wonderful. But if you're going to break that celibacy ever in life, my only question to you is this: are you willing to relearn as much as you did for your, stopping drinking, to cater to the needs of other people besides that of yourself? Would that ever be an option for you? And you would be surprised that a lot of ladies in Tiffany Haddish's experience will say no. See, they can change for the DUI thing. They can change even for the losing weight thing. But when we start to have a serious conversation about their personality changes towards the people that's in their life, we can even forget about men. You know, we could talk about people in general, because what you're going to find out, like look at Tiffany Henyard, the mayor of Dalton. Her problem is not even a man issue. Her problem is a people issue. Okay? That is what is important that you should know. It's a getting along with people issue. Then you can specify that to the male gender in relationships, but she has a people problem. She's going to have the same problems with those men, regardless of her drinking or not. It took her a DUI to be forced to understand that she had a problem, but she's not going to be forced to believe that she has a relationship problem. That's the difference. She's not going to think that. She's still going to be under the ideology that it's the man's fault. Even though Common, who might not be perfect, but he left her for Jennifer Hudson and is experiencing a better relationship without her. Could she ever deduce that for whatever reason that she's the issue there? She was the issue there. And this is what happens, guys. Unfortunately, as I'm getting older, I think that a lot of people just don't understand where they are in the world. A lot of us as humans do not understand that. We need a real serious wake-up call as to who we are to other people. And I think that if we understood that we are not as important to other people as we are to ourselves, we would understand so much more how to respect people, how to give more to people. We would understand that how we could respect the opposite sex more. That's even me. I mean, there was a time I thought I was really the truth in life. And then, you get humble. You realize that life is about people. And that there's certain things that you need to do to be able to get along with people in the world. And Tiffany Haddish cannot get along with people. That's the issue. That's probably how she started drinking in the first place. So then you tell me what guy that has anything to lose, who could understand her recklessness, and Tiffany Haddish doesn't even have to be drunk to do silly stuff. She can say silly stuff without even being drunk. She has almost like no filter, no proprioception level, if I could use that scientific word here, as to what is happening around her and what not to say. She has like no equilibrium, no judgment, nothing. She doesn't need to be drunk to do the things that make her Tiffany Haddish. She just will get a DUI for that. But the other things that she does, well, it's cringe. It doesn't make much sense. And for a man, it's unfavorable, at best disgusting. Like I talked about this whole thing about her and giving away these panties. That was just 2 weeks ago. How unfavorable is commentary like that? Like, if your talent can't do the walking and talking, why do you post such silly things as a woman of your age? And then you think a man wants to sit there and deal with somebody like that. Where and why and how could that possibly even be the case? And this is the issue. What do you think the man that you deserve after being celibate, what is he going to get from you? With your position on life as where it is now, most people wouldn't be able to answer that. This is why Kevin Samuel stumped so many people on those particular live streams, because the reality is that a lot of guys are not willing to deal with Tiffany Haddish, not on a long-term level, because what would they get in return? Like, a lot of men are thinking about what I'm going to get. What am I going to get? What about me? Like, I want to get something out of this. I know, right? And then you look at Tiffany Henyard, you're like, no, I think I'll pass. I'm good. I don't. I'm cool. I'll be all right. You cool, bro? Yes. I'm absolutely cool. Are you sure you don't want to hit that? No. I'll be all right. What you mean? Stop asking me, bro. I have to put some hands on you, bro. Damn, bro, you ain't gotta say it all like that. I ain't gonna tell you again. So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you just heard the bell. I'm out.